Hello, it is Chantel here and you are watching Studio Expansion TV, bringing more passion, more profits and more purpose to your studio. Now on Facebook the other day we were having a little bit of a chat and I was asking people for their suggestions on what I should be filming for these blog videos. Well, Melanie wrote in and her question is, how do you seem to get stuff done? I run about like a headless chook all day but seem to get nothing done. Every day feels like Groundhog Day in my studio and I know I'm not working as efficiently as I could. Well, Melanie, thank you very much for that comment and I can guarantee you're not alone. A lot of studio directors struggle with this a lot, so we're going to cover it right now. I call this the busyness plague. It's where you're so busy being busy, but we're not actually being productive busy. And that's the difference. And it's a real curse of the 21st century life, even in some ways, that we're doing so much, but we're not necessarily doing the strategic things which are going to drive the studio forward. Now, so Melanie, stick with me here. Let's pretend for a second that you were brought in as an external person to run the studio. Now, what would we want that person to do? So we're hiring them to run the studio. So if I'm speaking freely here, generally we would be looking to that employee to attract more students, to grow the student base, and to really systemize the business. So kind of developing the marketing materials, kind of the HR functions, all those kind of financial elements as well. That's what we want them to do because that is at the end of the day what is going to make this business really thrive. The challenge is, as a studio director, is that you're busy teaching and planning lessons and dealing with parents and, answering students' questions. Your shoulder's being tapped on all bloody day long. You don't get 5 minutes to yourself to work on those strategic elements. And this is the busyness plague and things that we have to stop. So when we're asking you that question, what do I get paid to do in the studio? What I want you to do right now is to grab a piece of paper and write down everything you do, all the tasks, all the jobs, everything from processing payroll right down to taking the trash out on a Tuesday night. You name it, write it down on this piece of paper. That's the first step. The second step is to grab 2 different colored highlighters or 2 different colored pens, whatever you like. And I want you to go through on that list and circle the ones or highlight the ones that are the strategic functions of the business as your role as a studio director. So what roles are going to help drive the growth of the business and to help attract more students? What's helping with the real core functions? And then what are the other ones, the B tasks, really with another color, highlight them to suggest that they are more the maintaining tasks that you're doing on a weekly basis that aren't going to really contribute to more success. Now the great thing is once you've done this, once we can see which are your A tasks, your kind of strategic tasks, and which are your B tasks, which are your maintenance tasks, then we can kind of see, all right, so for these B tasks, they're taking up your time, they're keeping you busy, and it's not giving you enough time to focus on your A tasks. In this list here of your B tasks, could we delegate some? So could we outsource them? Could we systemize it? Could we streamline the processes to be able to give you more time to focus on A? Because that's our real core focus here. Now the other tip that I want you to do is once you've decided, okay, we can outsource or automate those processes, the second step as a studio director is to give yourself non-negotiable time to work on the business. Now, I know for a lot of studio directors, they find it hard to work at the studio because there's 6,000 children there and there's parents wanting to talk and there's teachers having questions, and whilst you're there, it's very hard to be productive, and that's really understandable. So I really encourage, let's say every Monday morning from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m, that is your strategic time. And if you could just lock in that time every week, like you would a dentist appointment, make it like lock it in concrete, but that time is yours. Get off site. You can either work at home, or I really like to work in cafes. I find it really kind of, no one can disturb me, no one who knows who I am. And I can just do my thing. Give yourself that determined time to focus on your strategic tasks which are going to drive the studio forward. Because after all, that is what you are paid to do. I was watching that TV show Shark Tank, or I think it's called Dragon's Den as well, the other day, and one of the judges made this really great quote. She said, "Until the founder can step out of the business, you have a job, not a business." And I went, that's so true. For so many studio directors, It's not a necessary business, it's very much a demanding job. And so our goal here is to systemize your business. It's to take it to that next level where it works, you know, as a standalone. It kind of can operate, and so that you can take 4 months off to, you know, have a family or to go on a proper holiday for once. Those are the types of things that are only going to be achieved by focusing on our A tasks, our strategic tasks. It's going to make all the difference. So, which of your B list tasks can we start to outsource? Can we start to systemize, to automate, to delegate to someone else on your team to free you up to work on your strategic tasks? So in the comments below, write three tasks from your B list that you're going to start not doing, or you're going to get delegated or outsourced. So write them in the comments below. It'll be really fantastic to see how you're going to start making this transition to more strategic direction for the studio. Did you like this video? If so, subscribe to Studio Expansion TV YouTube channel and you'll be able to get all the updates. Now, if you have a friend who is a studio director who you know is under the pump and struggling with the workload of running the studio, please send this video on to them to give them a few tips to get their, you know, workload under control. And if you want some more insights into how to grow your studio, how to systemize and really automate a lot of the processes, jump on over to studioexpansion.com, and there you can register for email updates, which means you'll get all of our free video trainings, all of our bonus materials to help you start taking your studio to the next level. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I look forward to seeing you next time on Studio Expansion TV.